Next questions come from Chief Shadow 1750. 1. Was there a movie that you loved beforehand but now don't? I kind of forget, to be honest. I mean, with video games I can understand, but movies? Probably Return of Jafar. 2. Besides Pimp My Ride, what game do you hate the most? Enter the Matrix. 3. Which game in your opinion has the best soundtrack? Another tough question. Moving on. 4. Are you a fan of the Spider-Man games? If so, which one is your favourite? Spider-Man 2. I played the original Spider-Man game on the PS1 and needless to say I didn't really like it that much. But Spider-Man 2 on the other hand was awesome because it gave you freedom and just let you do real superhero stuff. Awesome! 5. Besides Tarzan, what is your favourite Disney animated film? Pixar doesn't count. Another one I love is Hercules. The songs are addicting, and of course Hades. He kicks ass. Durf0110 asks, what is your favourite 2D platformer? Well, it's probably a tie between Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Donkey Kong Country 2. 2. What is your opinion on Fred? The first YouTuber to cause ears to bleed. 3. What's your opinion on the Irate Gamer? I'll be honest, I don't mind the Irate Gamer much. I mean, he has made bad reviews, don't get me wrong, but he has made a few decent reviews as well, and he is starting to improve a little bit. I'm only saying a little bit, but yeah, at least he's better than another psycho review that I don't like. 4. What's your favourite first-person shooter? Call of Duty Black Ops, because it's the one I played the most. 5. What's your accent? It's Scottish, my lad. Don't you recognise a Scottish accent when you hear one? Only joking. Yeah, it is Scottish. Next question comes from Ferdougal 9000. 1. Why do you think that Crystal Dynamics is cashing in the Tomb Raider series? Dude, it's not just the cash that's the reason why Crystal Dynamics is continuing the series. 2 words, fan service. If it isn't, then what's the excuse for this? 2. What do you reckon is the hardest game in the world? Not counting JAK2 if you thought that was difficult. The original Crash Bandicoot. That game kicks my nuts every time I play it. 3. Who do you prefer, AVGN or Nostalgia Critic? I'll be honest, I'm not really a fan of the AVGN nor the Nostalgia Critic anymore. I think what they're doing nowadays is getting old and it isn't really that funny anymore. Like, Nostalgia Critic review on The Secret of Nim, that is The Secret of Nim 2. That was by far his weakest review yet, I'm sorry. 4. What do you think of E3 this year? And for God's sakes, don't direct to the Butcher Radio podcast as it's pretty long. It was really good. I mean, I think it was better than last year's because, because of the new games like Ratchet and Clank All for One and Sonic Generations. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah. 5. Have you heard of or listened to the York pod? If so, what do you think of it? Never heard of it. Sorry. Okay, next question comes from Roxas the Lone Wolf 93. 1. What is your favourite Ratchet deadlocked weapons? Favourite Ratchet deadlock weapons? I'm gonna say that scorpion flare thing, you know, where it works like a hammer and a whip. Yeah, I can't remember how you describe it, but yeah, that weapon kicked ass in Ratchet deadlocked. 2. What do you think about JAK2, JAK3 and JAK X? They are epic. 3. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando or Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal? Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. It is epic. 4. What is your favourite characters in Sly series, and what you think of the ending Sly 3 from Chains? How happy is Sly 4 going to come out? Yeah, no offense dude, but try working on your grammar. Okay, 1, I already answered that. 2, it convinced me that Sly 4 was going to come out. And 3, I am over the moon for Sly 4. Watch my Sly 4 thoughts, you'll see the answers. Okay, 5. Have you heard of the Ninja Gaiden series, and if so, what do you think of it? I've heard of it, but not really keen on it. Next question comes from Old Classic Gamer. 1. Did you play KO Challengers on the PSP, and what's your opinion if you did? No I haven't. 2. Favourite RPG game? Not really a fan of RPGs, sorry. 3. What do you think that Naughty Dog will do after releasing Uncharted 3 and Uncharted Portable? Naughty Dog always abandons series after trilogy and the spin-off, so what do you wish for? No kidding that they abandon their series every time they jump to a new console. I mean, if the PS4 does exist, God knows what Naughty Dog will do. Will make a new series. It'll probably just be as realistic as Heavy Rain, for God's sake. 4. Did you talk with Retro Kaiser in Sooner Time? Is he always offline on Skype? I haven't really talked to him that much. 5. Will you buy Skylanders when it comes out? Probably not, because seriously, Skylanders, it's not because it's not the classic Spyro that I'm not buying that game. Action figures? Really? Why do you don't need action figures to put characters into games. That's pathetic, in my opinion. But it's Activision, so of course that was going to be obvious. Next question comes from Sickface2. 1. What is your favourite Ratchet and Clank game? Yeah, try working on your spelling a little bit, dude. And my favourite Ratchet and Clank game is Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time. 2. What's your favourite game series? Can't really say. 3. Is there a game that you've not been able to complete, and why? There's thousands of games out there, but I can't really name because it will just make this Q&A too long. Next set of questions comes from ShadSulsel11. 1. What is the worst video game you've ever played? Pimp My Ride. That game can go to the depths of hell for all I care. 2. Are there any movies you like but a lot of people hate? One of them being The Matrix Reloaded. In my opinion, it is better than the original Matrix. Even though the original Matrix was great, I thought this installment was more action-packed. 3. What are your top favourite bands and singers? I wouldn't say that I'm really a fan of the bands and singers as of today, because I mainly go for music from the 90s and 80s. 4. If you had the choice to save either Tom the Hedgehog or a bag of chili heatwave Doritos, which would you save? Myself. 5. Are there any video game series you haven't played but want to? Oh, that is... I think I did. I think there is a video game series that I might want to try out. I don't know. I'll see what I can find. Next questions comes from Seaster91. 1. What is your favourite fan-made series? Fan-made series? I don't know. There's a lot of good fan-made series out there. 2. Who is your favourite commentator on YouTube? I'm not really a fan of commentating nowadays. I mean, I think it's just there. I think sometimes it just causes too much flame wars. But I will say ShadSouls11 is my favourite commentator, mainly because he only does commentaries on bad game reviews, but sometimes he does some rants. But that's okay. 3. Who is your favourite reviewer? Example: AVGN, Nostalgia Critic, Spill.com, Nightwing01, or etc. My favourite reviewer would probably be Armake21. He is freaking hilarious and awesome. It's a shame he doesn't do reviews nowadays, but he has a life, so I can't really blame him. 4. What is the worst movie you've ever seen in your life? Oh boy. A Troll in Central Park. Ugh. Thank you, Nostalgia Critic, for reviewing that film. God bless you. 5. Do you like Broadway musicals, like The Lion King, Wicked, Jersey Boys, etc.? Not really a fan, to be honest. Sorry. SP4 Mew asks, 1. Is there a video game series that you despise in general? Well, well, there is a lot of video game series I despise, but I won't go into detail because it will just end up making this Q&A too short. 2. What is your favourite type of dessert? Desert? Do you mean dessert or desert? Because I don't know if there's like types of desserts out there. But if you mean dessert, chocolate and vanilla ice cream. Yum yum. 3. If there was one place you could live in any video game world, where would it be and why? Oh boy. Probably Isle de Fino in Super Mario Sunshine. Well, just for a vacation, if that's how you could call it. 4. Have you ever played any Pokemon games? If so, which ones do you like the most? Not really a fan of Pokemon, sorry. 5. If there was anything in your past videos that you would like to change, what would it be and why? Probably my Spyro the Dragon review, because the first review I did, I know it was my first review, but I still feel like it needs to be changed. My video game battle on the Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider 2, because looking at it, it kinda sucks. And my review on the Harry Potter Philosopher's Stone game. I know a lot of people like that review, but seriously, it was probably my weakest review there yet, because I didn't even do anything to recommend the game, I just said how mediocre it was. Next questions come from SpiderKing97. 1. Are you familiar with Lisa Ortiz's voice of Amy Rose from Sonic the Hedgehog? Voice work on Slayer's anime. If so, do you like it? If not, you should really go see it. Never really heard of Slayers, sorry. 2. What is your most wanted stage from Sonic Generations? I'm gonna say the snowboarding level from the original Sonic Adventure. I would really love to see a snow level in Sonic Generations, period. 3. Who is your favourite sidekick character? Video games, movies, TV shows? I can't really say from all video games, movies, TV shows, but from video games there's Tails from the Sonic series, Bentley from the Sly Cooper series, Clank from the Ratchet and Clank series, and Daxter from the Jak and Daxter series. 4. What do you think of game trailers? I think they're starting to go a bit downhill now. 5. Did you watch the Flash series Super Mario Z? If not, I suggest you watch it. It's good for a fan-made series. I don't really watch that much Flash series. The only one I watched is Klonoa Dream Bullet from Realm Wars. So yeah, I can't really say that I'm much of a fan of Flash series. Okay, that's all I got in a video comment. Now for the ones in a PM. Turk Doom Productions asks, 1. Why didn't you like the second Tasmanian Tiger game? Because I loved it, but I still respect your opinion. I didn't like it because I think it relied too much on backtracking. I mean, one was the sewers level where you had to find crocodiles, and that level was too big, man. But it wasn't a terrible game, I just prefer the original. 2. How did you learn about Gex up in his videos? I guess it was when I found out about Naughty Dog vs Insomniac Games. That was when I found out about Gex Up. 3. What's your favourite fighting game? I don't know, there's a lot of great fighting games. 4. If Sly, Ratchet and Jak were in a death battle, who would win? I prefer Sly over Jak and Ratchet, but needless to say, I would say Ratchet would win in a battle because he has the most powerful weapons. 5. Name your top 5 video game soundtracks in gaming. Oh boy. Another tough question, moving on! Next questions come from Pikachu X Sneasel 64. 1. What is your opinion on survival horror games, horror films, books? Horror films and books I'm not a fan of, but survival horror games I am. I'm playing the original Resident Evil right now and it is very spooky. 2. Do you like Mega Man? If so, which is your favourite game, Robot Master, Maverick series? Robot Master, Maverick and series I can't really say, but favourite game I would say Mega Man 9. Because 3. Because the Wii can play GameCube games, do you own any GameCube games? Only Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. 4. Have you played any fighting games? A few. 5. What is your favourite video you have made so far? Again, I don't really judge my videos, I usually let my fans decide that for me. So yeah. Next questions comes from Blackwolf454. 1. What do you think about the Call of Duty games? Not really a fan. 2. Have you ever played a game called Okami? I'm needing to try that one, it looks beautiful. I mean, I've heard it's one of the most beautiful games by people. I just can't get a copy of it right now. 3. What do you think about the games called Half-Life? Not really a fan. The next question comes from REJCJA15. 1. Did you hear what Gex Up say about me? If so, it's not true. Let's skip that one. 2. Did you think about making your own video games? Probably in future if I want to. 3. If you had to choose a video to change, what would it be? Already answered that. 4. Do you think that Ape Escape 4 will be on the PS3 or PS4? Well, I'm hoping it will be on the PS3 because I can't wait until the PS4 because that will probably be in the future. 5. Do you think that Crystal Dynamics should stop the Tomb Raider series and do other games like Gex, Legacy of Kain, Blood, Omen and Project Snowblind? Hell yes! Crystal Dynamics, please get your perviness out of the Tomb Raider series and make Gex 4 for crying out loud. And finally, last question comes from Gex Up. What video game genre that you wanted to get into but you can't? Probably RPGs, because I've never really been a big fan of RPGs and I find them a bit boring to be honest. Alright, well that's all the questions I have right now. Thank you all for your questions and I'll see you all in the next video.